Salutations, everyone! We're doing some video game cooking today. And actually, we're crossing over with another channel to do this. Some of you may be aware that over on Suraht's channel, we're LPing 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Mostly because we really liked that game and we're forcing him to play it. One of the things that comes up in that game is a food called Yakisoba Pan, which is a Japanese dish that came around in the 1950s or so. And we're going to do a take on it. Now, I'm going to get in on this in a little bit. This is not going to be 100% accurate. I'm using the recipe from the Atlas website, more or less, but I did have to make some substitutions based on what I could find. Now, the first thing we're going to start off with is making the sauce. For that, we are going to need approximately 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1. 2. We are going to need a teaspoon of mirin, which is a form of Japanese cooking wine. Very sweet.
Just like you.
Hey. Lantern, you're not measuring these out precisely. This is cooking, not baking. We are going to need about a teaspoon of soy sauce.
I would think it would be more, given like how much it's used in like Chinese recipes.
The mirin and the Worcestershire definitely add some of the similar umami flavors and also some saltiness. I wouldn't be shocked if the authentically Japanese version of this dish uses a little more of the soy. Hell, I wouldn't be shocked if it used like nampla or something in place of the Worcestershire. We are also going to need some ketchup.
Provided it comes out of bottle.
And we are going to need about half a teaspoon of sugar. We are going to mix that together well.
Whisk vigorously!
We may need to make more sauce than this, but we will cross that road when we come to it.
Yep. Some cases, just double what you got.
Alrighty, and that's at least the sauce started to be taken care of. Bye! Now, the name Yakisoba Pan derives from the yakisoba noodle. So, Japan has numerous kinds of noodle that they use in cooking. Soba noodles, which I have here, you tend to find in poorer regions of Japan, and it is made with buckwheat. Very popular in Hokkaido, for example. Yakisoba is actually made with a particular form of Chinese wheat. I was not able to find that at my local Megamart, so I was able to find just soba noodles, which will do in a pinch. It's going to be harder for me to tell when these are done, but hey, we'll work with it. You could also potentially do this with just one of those yakisoba kits you find in, like, dollar store shelves occasionally. You wouldn't have to make the sauce for that, depending on the kit. This one we wanted to kind of try to make as much as we could from scratch, which is one of the reasons why I have plain soba noodles. But, I rehydrated these earlier today, and I am about to toss them in the wok, which is heating with some sesame oil. So you want to get this nice and distributed, and you want the noodles to start to crisp up a little bit. I say as if this wasn't the first time I was trying to do this. Considering I only made these like an hour ago, they're still a little soggy, but I think they will be fine for what we're trying to do.
Bye.
I promise you I'm not actively on fire, but the noodles are getting nice and fried, definitely darkening a bit. So we are going to add some of our sauce to that. It's possible we made more of this off camera. So let's mix that in. Oh wow, that smells amazing.
It does.
It's a shame we don't have smell-o-vision. Give that another couple seconds of incorporating and letting those flavors cook in there. And then I'm going to attempt to not throw the noodles everywhere. We are going to set those to the side for now.
Yep.
So obviously we need things to go with these noodles in the Yakisoba Pan. So we are going to throw down some more oil here. And we are going to add some bean sprouts, which I drained earlier, or at least partially drained earlier.
A little added flavor there. Oops.
Some diced jalapenos.
Okay.
We are going to add a mixture of cabbage, onion, pork belly, which in our case, bacon,
Hell yeah.
and some garlic. The Arcane Griffin School of Cooking, garlic you measure with your heart. So we are going to let these fry a little bit.
Bye.
Okay. I think we're getting there. I think.
I can definitely smell the garlic.
And you can tell that the moisture from all of the veggies has reduced down. They've definitely shrunk a lot in size. So we are going to add some more of our sauce into that. See, in America, some of these ingredients are definitely a little pricier. In Japan, this is kind of street food. You can get this from, like, vendors just out in food carts, pretty much, and you can get it for reasonably cheap. Soba noodles are common, yakisoba noodles are common. They may use different vegetables and things in the filling, but it's definitely not like, oh, this is the food of the fancy and the wealthy. This is food that some bum on the street can get. Like Takatoshi! Because I'm assuming this video is going up by that point. So now that we have these cooking, it's time to add noodles A to veggies B. And to toss them together a little bit. And you want to do this for 2 or 3 minutes. Get them nice and incorporated, let all those flavors meld. This is going to be really interesting when it's done, I think.
Bye.
Okay, I think we're about ready here.
So remove from heat, I guess.
Removing it from the heat. And I regret not opening that jar earlier, but hey. It would help if I grabbed plates instead of bowls, because that's something you would serve this on, maybe.
Maybe.
Just slightly.
Just slightly.
So we have our prepared hot dog buns.
Yep.
Toasted with a little butter.
Yep. Just for a little bit of sweetness.
Get that out of the way. That had ingredients in it earlier. And we get a little bit of the noodle mixture into our prepped bun. Oh boy, we're gonna have leftovers of this, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, we got more buns.
Mm-hmm.
And we could probably add this to other dishes, too.
Oh yeah. And to that, we will fail to add a little bit of pickled ginger. There are a couple of things you can top this with. The ginger might not be happening today.
We'll find out.
Yeah, no, my hands are a little too greasy.
Okay.
But I also have some rice seasoning here, which is a mixture of some sesame seed, some seaweed, and a couple other things. Mm-hmm. Ideally, you'd be topping this with red pickled ginger, a mixture like this that I'm using, and some Japanese mayo. I was not able to find Japanese mayo, and I didn't feel like making it. But there, we have a common Japanese street food.
Nice.
Ban.
Behold, Yakisoba Pan, a noodle sandwich. I have no idea how this thing is going to taste, but I refuse to believe I screwed it up that badly.
Yes, as we did get the garlic pickled open.
That is actually quite good. Ginger's a little loud, but this is quite a tasty dish. A little sweet, a little salty, a little hot, but quite enjoyable.
Okay, good.
Is it as good as Takatoshi says it is? Probably not, but it's worth trying if you're interested in street foods from around the world.
Yes.
So this has been the LanStars, and this has been Cooking with the LanStars. Enjoy those eating.
Ban. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.